here in Indiana.
Okay.
We could really use the rain, though.
Yes, it's been dry.
We've been looking, and we've got this frontal boundary that's sitting just west of us, but all of the rain associated with it just kind of falls apart as it moves in. So there's that low pressure system sitting off the eastern seaboard of the mid-Atlantic to New England states right now. And you can see some of that rain kind of spinning counterclockwise inland. Well, it's starting to dry up as it moves into drier air just west of there. Now we look back to this slow moving frontal boundary that's been moving in our direction all through the overnight and so far this morning with a little rain attached to it. But it is also moving into a dry pocket of air that we've got over central Indiana. So that's really just dissipating that moisture source. Again, we really could use the rain. I just do not see us getting much of it. In fact, our sky has been mostly clear so far today. Watching some of these fair weather clouds popping up along a little weak boundary just to the east side of the Indianapolis metro. There's the rain, the light shower activity over Champaign. Increased clouds certainly have taken over the western tier of the state. But I think maybe a stray shower in far northwestern Indiana is about as good as we're going to do today. A lot of that rain's going to just erode as it moves off to the east. Let's talk temperatures. This is your October high temperature map for so far this month. Going back to yesterday, every day has been at or above average, and that gives us an average high temperature of 77.6. That is 7.7 degrees above average. That's more normal of mid-September as far as average highs go. So that would actually tie month to date this as the 6th warmest starts to October in recorded history here in the Indianapolis metro. And today, tomorrow, also going to be above average. 77 your forecast high here in Indy today. And over the next several hours, with the exception of some increased clouds in the western part of the state, we're going to keep our sky mostly clear. Eventually, as the sun goes down just after 7 p.m., officially at 7:08 this evening, we'll start to see those numbers fall. Now, with some increased clouds again in western Indiana, overnight lows might stay a little bit more mild, and that'll get us started on a slightly warmer note tomorrow, which is why we're looking at perhaps a degree or two added to our high temperature forecast for Tuesday as compared to today. But both days in the upper 70s. This is pretty rare air for October, about 10 degrees above normal. Eventually, this boundary is going to push south as we get into Wednesday. Still looking at highs in the low 70s, but at least we're getting a little bit closer to normal. And as far as that next best chance for rain, we're going to hold that off until this upcoming Saturday. Look at this. No rain recorded between now and 7 a.m. on Saturday. That's when a cold front is set to arrive. Northwestern Indiana first. Looks like slightly more organized rainfalls we get into Saturday afternoon into the early evening. And then eventually, as that front slides off to the southeast, we're going to see that cooler air mass taking over behind it. So we'll go from 78 for a high on Saturday ahead of that frontal boundary, dropping to highs in the 60s starting on Sunday.